This is a series of recordings I'm making on what I call real English. What I mean by real English, it is the English normally spoken by most people. It's a form of informal English. Generally, we do not speak, Americans do not speak in a formal way, which would be probably what you learned in dictionary type of words, or what is considered formal English. Formal English is the English that is generally taught in most foreign countries, but Americans don't always speak that way. Generally, they speak informal English. This is one on clarification. Clarification means if you want to make something clear to somebody, you want not to have a misunderstanding about what you said, you oftentimes will repeat or illustrate what you said if they don't understand. Okay, this is on clarification. Could you remind me if tomorrow's meeting is at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock? Okay, remind me means, sometimes later, maybe near the meeting time, would you come to me and tell me that there is a meeting, okay, to make it, to remind me, to make it known to me, okay. A meeting, of course, is when people get together to discuss something, and here you have 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock. We say o'clock in English. I don't know, it probably means o'clock or in the clock or something, but it means at 5 or at 4. Okay? It's at 5 o'clock in Mr. Goodfellow's office. Okay, you have the spelling MR, which is short for Mr. And this is the form usually written. Don't write out the word I-M-I-S-T-E-R. You usually do it in a short form like this, and you capitalize or use the large M to indicate Mr. Could you spell his last name out for me? Well, this, again, spell out is a phrasal verb. It is a phrasal verb that can be, where the words can be inserted between the verb and the preposition. Spell out, okay, to spell something out means, in this case, could you write it down for me, or could you tell me the letters as if you were writing it? Okay, that's Goodfellow, G-O-O-D-F-E-L-L-O-W. And is he the one I got to give my report to? That's not what we had arranged to start with. Well, here we have give my report to. This is generally we speak and put the preposition in, like in this phrase, but it's not considered good English. You might say, is he the one to which I must give my report? Would be more correct English, but this is a form that we often use. And that's not what we had arranged to start with. Start with means in our conversation when we made this arrangement, this is not what we agreed with, okay? Start with. Another phrasal verb. That's right. But he's just been made manager of the project. You'll have to start negotiating with him now. Negotiating means to sort of have a discussion with somebody and come to some type of agreement. We'll go down to dialogue 2. This is about buying a ticket, train ticket. or it could be an airplane ticket. Dialogue 2. Don't forget to ask for a return ticket if we're going into town today. Okay, return ticket is a ticket. A ticket is the purchase of a document that gives you the right to ride on a train or a vehicle of some type. A return ticket means a ticket where you have paid to go to a place and return back to where you started. Okay? Into town, well, we used a lot of times the word town, of course, means city, but in this sense you're saying you're going into the center of the city, into town. It means into the center of the city. Okay? I don't understand. Why? What are you getting at? Well, I don't understand. What are you getting at? Another phrasal verb. Getting at means, what do you mean? You know, try to make me understand. What are you getting at? What do you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't making myself clear. The point is, it's cheaper that way. Okay? I still don't see what you mean. How could it be cheaper? Cheaper, of course, it means less expensive. Well, if I can just explain, the idea is that one return ticket is cheaper than two singles. A single ticket is one in which you pay to go in one direction, like where you are to the center of town. Oh, why should that be? It's the same distance after all. There must be some catch to it. Catch in this sense means a trick. Maybe he's trying to, charge me extra. It's not clear what do you mean by that. Is it some type of trick? Well, there are some special rules, of course. You've got to come back on the same day. For example, and you can travel during the morning rush hour, but it's always worth asking for the information you need. I'm sure they'll give all the details. Well, we'll go back to the same day means the day that you must return. If it's like a Wednesday, you must return Wednesday. And you must go to where you're going and come back. You can't go somewhere on Wednesday and return on Thursday. That is the requirement here. And you cannot travel during the morning rush hour. Simply means that during the time of heavy traffic, say like in the morning where everybody's going to work, it's not valid. In other words, it's not. You cannot use it then. Okay. Oh, the point you're making is that if I'm going into town just for the day, and if I'm not leaving until after the rush hour, okay, he's simply making clarification here. Clarification means now, okay, I'm going to repeat back to you what I understand, okay? And he comes in and says, or to be more precise, to be more accurate, before a certain time in the morning, okay, yes, that's what I meant. Well, in that case, in this instance, in this situation, I will probably be able to get a cheap rate. Okay, cheap rate means what they charge for the ticket is less than the normal charge for that ticket. That's it exactly. Of course, if you're staying overnight, then you'll have to pay more. Okay, I might go down here quickly and look at these words, and I'll go through them and pronounce them. Negotiate means to come to some agreement by conversation. Forget means to not remember, or understand means to that you are clear on it. Distance is more or less what the point from one point to another point is a distance. Exactly means to be precise. Here we have precise, which is, can be the same word. Meant means it's a past tense of mean. Case, in this case, it means, in this situation, and probably meaning, it's probably means it's good chance that this is true. Okay, this is one of my first for this series, so I will make other ones. So, it's been nice talking to you. I will see you later.